There have been thousands of theories, proving many things such as the main casts dying. And of course, none of us can guess who is going to die, but if you use the gift, OFC the brain, you would probably kind of guess it, but still wouldn't be sure. Other people say that none of the main characters would die, but the Duffer Brothers, aka the people who wrote ST, say that Season 5 ending is going to be emotional. So we got to prepare for tissue boxes anyways. Let's start off with Will, who had been the host of it in Season 2. Later on, wards it was removed by the help of Joyce. But his neck tingles when Vecna is close. So people say if the gang is going to kill Vecna, then Will has to go. In my opinion, they would most probably find a way to get rid of Vecna inside of Will, but wouldn't die. Anyways, next is Mike. Mike has no evidence of him being connected to Vecna, but his mom does, which we will get onto it later. But for now, if Mike would die, then he would most probably be self-sacrificing himself for the gang. But in my opinion, Mike is most probably not going to die moving on. Let's talk about Steve. In my opinion, Steve is most probably going to stay alive. Yes, he has had lots and lots of near-death situation and has given vibes of dying in the battle. But I think he is going to survive because he is the most loved character. So why would Duffer Brothers just write his death note like that? So probably he's going to stay alive, moving on like Dustin, Jonathan, and Robin. The risks of them dying are pretty low, and my theory is the same like Mike's. Then is Max. Well, if she die honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, as the Duffer Brothers planned her death to be in Season 4. But due to unknown reasons, it never happened. People also talk about how she would be playing a small role in Season 5, but honestly, my theory is that she would actually have a major role, as she is part of the gang, so probably if they threw her death note in the bin at the end of Season 4, then probably her death note would be in Season 5. But moving on, let's talk Jim Hopper. In my theory, Hopper could survive. Why? He already had his death moment. He just reunited with Eleven. Fans would riot if he died again. So next is Nancy. I have a lot to say about her. Remember the time when Vecna gave her visions of her whole family dying? And in the trailer, she is seen wiping blood off of her hands after all those near-death situations she faced. Why would she be crying about it now in Season 5? This probably tells us that one of her family members are dying. And that's not Nancy's blood, but probably someone else's. And also when Vecna showed her the vision of her family dying, Hawkins being destroyed, people burning and screaming. Both of things in that is true, so probably his father wouldn't survive due to the lack of knowledge of Upside Down, and Mike would be with the gang. Then what about Holly and Karen? So finally moving on to Holly. Well, a little kid dying is just way out of context, but there is a very high chance that she would probably go missing in Season 5, or fall in the Upside Down because she's a child, with not lots of information of it. So moving on is Elle. She has a 50-50 chance of dying, but in my opinion, Elle might die because the Duffer Bros said Season 5 will be emotional and deadly, and killing Elle would be the ultimate gut punch. Also, if it's true that she shares powers with Vecna, then if they would kill Vecna, then probably Elle would also lose her powers, or die, or get trapped in the Upside Down. But finally, next is Karen Wheeler, who has the highest chance of dying, in my opinion. And in my opinion, she might be even Alice Creeler. If she is, then for sure she would probably know about the Upside Down, but here are some main theories supporting it. Karen Wheeler got her own Season 4 Netflix poster. Karen is a minor character, yet Netflix gave her an official poster like the main cast. Behind her in that poster, the Creel House, the same place where Vecna, Henry, killed his family. In the Stranger Things, The first Shadow stage play, a prequel, the Creel family appears. But Alice is mysteriously absent. There's even an empty chair where Alice should be. This made fans ask, did Alice actually survive Henry's attack and get hidden away as someone else? Karen Wheeler is probably in her 40s in the 1980s, and Alice Creel would be in the same range if she had survived her death in 1959. In Season 4, when the upside-down particles start floating over Hawkins, Karen looks concerned but not shocked, like she knows what it is. Her name is listed as Karen Childress Wheeler. Childress can mean orphan or child of unknown parents. Could be symbolic if she was taken in after the Creel attack. So most probably she would die, because Vecna can use her body to manipulate Nancy or Mike, so they feel discouraged and sad instead of fighting. But at the end of the day, these are just theories. Like and subscribe.